Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
This guy is absolutely stubborn. He'll take geckos, but he thumbs his nose up at mice. You've seen him go after geckos, but he's like, ew, I don't like mice. You can give this to the female anyway. So I have such picky snakes. Alright, so we're gonna feed the baby Insularis, which are just over a year old now. And that's a happy camper. I'm not gonna drag the cage out and upset it because we want it to eat, but they're getting to be nice size. These are the only 3 that I kept as holdbacks. Hello, how are you? Aren't they beautiful? I sent 2 to my friends Jim and Kristen at the Kentucky Reptile Zoo. Oh!
I was ready.
That's why we don't open them with our fingers. You want that? Oh, we already shot our load, huh? Huh. Alright. Let's warm it up in the water, make it more appealing. Oh,
there we go.
Some like it hot. This was the last one that refused to eat mice and would only take geckos. But as you can see, it's eating geckos quite nicely. You little toad, I offered you something to eat. Please, can I have a gecko, Mr. Viperkeeper? It's another one. It's like, oh, no food. I don't want anything to do with you. She doesn't necessarily take off the, oh, there we go.
Behind the cactus where I can't see any of it.
Yeah, of course. It's like, let's make Mrs. Viperkeeper's job more difficult.
They are just so adorable.
She'll disappear into her hut where it's going to be nice and warm for her to digest her food. You know, I was thinking the other day, this is compared to the bins, this is a lot of territory for them. Hi. Hi. Hi, yes, I've got something for you. Hi. Hi, would you like that? Oh yeah, you would like that. We'll strike and release though.
I'm a little bit freaked out because of the camera.
Yep, of course. Alright, keep it rolling. Because the pig needs something to eat. And I opened the drawer with the hook, and it was a good thing that I did, because it would have, oh, come on, combination lock, because pig would have tagged my finger. Pygmy rattlesnakes, for their size, have a hell of a potent bite. We see them all on the snake bite support page down in Florida, and I've seen some myself in person, and boy, do your fingers swell. They get all bruised and hurts like a son of a gun. They usually give you something really potent like fentanyl to take the edge off the pain until the antivenom can take effect. That's if you're fortunate enough to find a doctor who knows how to administer antivenom and will give it to you. So we'll close this and let him do his thing.
Hello, Dad.
Let's put this.
Daddy Taipan.
Yep. He's active. Let me see if I can get him to raise his head. See those marks right there? That's from his fangs going through his lower... Taipan fangs are pretty long for lapids. Hey. And they actually will protrude and put holes in their lower jaw, and that's exactly what those brown spots are, is their healed wounds from the fangs poking through.
God, he just moves so darn fast, it's hard to catch it.
Yep. Well, I'm not, let me open the door and...
No, thank you.
And we'll see if we can do it that way.
Nope.
Okay, that's all for tonight. That's Barnett's pit viper from Peru and South America, sort of the west coast of South America. There are smaller Bothrops barnetti. This is the boy. I've had him for quite some time, since 2018. Normally he hides. I did feed him a little while ago, so he must be there because he considers that a nice hot spot. He can't fill his water dish, obviously, and if I open the door, it's not that he's dangerous like some of the other Bothrops, and well, that's not really a good way to put it. He is dangerous. We would not want to get bit by him because he's a Bothrops, but he's a very shy, retiring snake, and he would most likely scoot to the back and go hide in his log. Right now he's probably freaking out that this big eye is watching him. So one of the most beautiful of the Bothrops. They're all quite beautiful. They're all quite lethal, and they're all very spastic and dangerous to handle. Very easy to set off, and they're quite volatile. Well, the Cantils are quite exuberant about getting their food. They went off feed for a while during the winter, and now we're back on feed. There are 3 recognized species of Cantil. Standard major species, the Mexican Cantil, which is Chistrodon bilineatus. Then you've got the Taylor's Cantil, which is Chistrodon taylori. Whoa! No, not me. There you go. That's much better. Chistrodon taylori. And then you have these guys. You have Gloyd's Cantil, Chistrodon gloideus. They're relatives to the cottonmouth and copperhead here in the United States. However, they pack a much bigger punch venom-wise. These guys, if you get tagged, you absolutely should get anti-venom. because they cause quite a consumptive coagulopathy. You know, lots of doctors are hesitant to give anti-venom for a copperhead or even a cottonmouth bite for that matter. Whereas it's an absolute necessity for the Cantil because their venom is much more potent. Oops, sorry. Alright, I'm doing this all by myself, so I am going to shut the door. It's been sort of a terrible weekend here at the lair. Lots of things went wrong, but fortunately none of which involved a bite or some snake dying. Well, it's the 2nd of January. Weasel hasn't been fed in 2 weeks because of the holiday, so he's raring to go. Do we have tail twitching? No? No tail twitching. Hello? Oh, now we've got tail twitching. Come on over here. Don't look at me, look at the rodent. He's got his eye on a bigger rat. Aha! I outfoxed you, there you go. Now, this is going to be problematic. We're going to have to come back and check him because he may forget what he's doing because the rodent is sideways. He may also try to fold it in half, which is not going to work so well. But the weasel is happy to receive his treat, so we'll just let him work on that and then keep our eye on him and make sure that he eats his meal, because sometimes he actually forgets what he's doing and we find it in the cage the next day.